about when you're moving in and out of state. And I promise my heart for you I will save. Man, listen, y'all. Listen. I need y'all to keep me company today, man. Yesterday my stream on my main Facebook page didn't go through. I realized that now. I was streaming, but I had to reconnect my stream to my main Facebook page, and I didn't, the big page, and I didn't realize until later. So I'm probably just gonna upload that video. But I'm streaming every day, man. And yesterday it was a wash because I had to reconnect. But let me check everything right quick, y'all. Make sure we on as far as sound and quality and everything. Let me check everything right quick, y'all. Yeah, everything all good. Now, what I have y'all doing today, everybody who joining, man, is, man, I have to ship. I got to ship. So, Mill, yeah, Mill is in school now. So now that Mill in school, I have to today I gotta hold on, make sure y'all can see me. So Mill in school. So now that Mill in school right now, I have to doggone I'm gonna have to package these orders, y'all. Make sure we ain't getting, make sure y'all on me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so I gotta package the orders, and that's the problem, guys. That's a problem. I'm gonna put it in manual. So I just changed it to manual. It popped. But yeah, man. So we gotta do some shipping. We gotta do some shipping, y'all. We gotta do some shipping. We got a lot of orders in over the weekend. Let me raise my camera up. So let me get my camera situated. The presence of the Lord is here. The presence of the Lord is here. I feel it in the atmosphere. Let me get over here. I'm just trying to get my camera lined up, situated. All right. So the issue is Mia is going to school. So, and now we got to hold it down while she go get her skill. On the days she gotta go. So that means I gotta come in here today and pack. We got oil going out, we got seasoning going out. And to keep me from talking to myself, I just cut on this thing and talk to y'all. Right? All right. Yeah, so yeah, man, yesterday when I did my stream, y'all, man, it was crazy because I did not, let me get my camera situated. I did not know that my main Facebook page had disconnected from my streaming software. My streaming software connects to all my pages at one time. But you have to, every now and then you have to go back and reconnect them. I guess it's a security thing for the social platform. And I didn't know my main one had disconnected. So I'm just steady talking. And then last night I looked on there and I was like, man, I can't find I can't find the doggone thing. But man, I'm gonna tell y'all, boy, I gotta figure it out because this girl got stuff, man. Whew. Cause she got her own workflow set up. And I gotta figure out. I gotta get me a workflow. Let me go get these seasonings. I just left them right here. I got them in a wagon right here. 1 second, I'll be right back. The presence of the All right. Got a wagon with all the seasoning in it. So Mia, she left me a message. She gave me a message. She says, "Hey guys, hi everybody." So Mia told me that she said that she this is her workflow. She said she gave me a message of how she left it. So let me read the message right, man. These are all the orders, y'all. Let me see. So she said all the orders with oils are sitting on the computer desk. Okay, so this the order with oils. She said all the other labels for the small boxes are on the long white table. So that's over there. She said all the big boxes are already cut with the oil in them. They just need the seasoning. Okay, so these are all the big boxes right here. So this is one oil, one season. Okay, I understand that. She did a good job on that. So let's just do one oil, one season, and then we'll just put. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Let me get my camera together, man. Yeah, I forgot she started school this week. Caught me by surprise. And I just left Skylar. Sky had a thing at her school. It's a little field day thing she got going on. I had to go sit with her. So all the boxes. So she said, I think all these boxes right here are one oil, one seasoning. I think that's what she said. No, let me read that again. Hold on, y'all. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Yeah, man. Again, man. Sorry yesterday on my live yesterday from when I went on live yesterday on my main page. My page was disconnected and I didn't know. All the oils. It says all the oils. It says all the other labels are small table. Okay. It says all the big boxes are already cut with the oil in them. They just need the seasoning in them. Okay. Sound like a plan. So I guess she said they already. Oh, okay. They already cut. Oh, good job, girl. Good job. I ain't know what she was talking about. Like, yeah. All right, my bad. So I'm trying to figure because I didn't see those cut. She can cut this side right here though. Where the seals is at? What we do is we buy these. Hey, good morning, everybody. We buy these boxes right here that has that you can use for multi-size. But These scissors right here ain't working for me. These actually some garden snips. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. Let's go over here and get the Amen Somebody tape. Yeah, these are all orders, man. This is a yeah, it's a lot going on. So if you ordered something, just remember, I am packing your box today. I am getting it out. I forgot Mill was starting school, y'all. Trying not to waste this tape, man. All right, this is the first one right here. I gotta I ain't trying to get nobody address. Oh, so this 1 oil 2 seasoning, 1 oil 1 seasoning. Okay, I got her, man. I see how she did it. So she wrote, I ain't getting nobody address on this thing. So she wrote 1 oil 1 seasoning. Absolutely, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on here. It's going to Brooklyn. What's up, Brooklyn, New York, in his house? All right, now put this over here by the door. Hey, I gotta get it together, man. Y'all hear me? This level of, look at all these boxes. Hey, man. Say, man, they left me out here. Yeah, you can order something. Go to our website, LarryTeresa.com. LarryTeresa.com. Yeah, I gotta get this together. Man. You know, you don't respect what a person do until they ain't here. When they ain't here, then you just be like, oh Lord, them jokers really be she be in here holding it down, don't she? We're gonna do all the 1 oil 1 seasoning first. So I'm gonna bring a whole bunch of seasonings over here. Yeah, you guys have bought a lot. 1 oil 1 seasoning. The presence of the Lord. Oh, so she cut it. Why she ain't cut this in right here? Am I missing something? I'm missing something. I think she, I don't know. And them folks. I'm in the trenches today. I'm gonna just do one. And these are, like I said, these are the orders from this weekend. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm gonna tell y'all something. These scissors right here not gonna work. I got a pair of scissors around here. That ain't gonna work for me. Hold on, I gotta go get my scissors. I got a pair of scissors right here. Let me get them. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, I had to go find my scissors. Y'all know I'm left-handed, man, so I struggle with stuff with my left hand. But yeah, I'm in here packing up. I'm packing up doggone boxes today. I sure appreciate y'all. Everybody who bought some over the weekend. We have our seasoning on sale for 20% off. To basically it's to honor the Mother's Day sale. A lot of you guys did not get a chance to buy any because they sold out so fast. So when we got the new batch in, we decided to just go ahead and honor the 20% off. So if you've been wanting to try our seasoning, this is the perfect time to do it because it's at 20% off. So this is stuff we do that y'all never really see. But I wanted to stay committed to what I said I was gonna do and pack some and stream every day. So what's the perfect time to stream other than with y'all watch? Okay, we got 101 season. Good morning. Yeah, go to LarryTeresa.com if you want to order our season. LarryTeresa.com. Order the season from there. The seasoning on sale for 20% off. The oil is at regular price, but I plan on running sales. I plan on running sales, guys. I plan on running. One seasoning. 25. So what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Let me, so you want to get some, let me post a comment. Look, go to Larry. Matter of fact, I'm just going to go to the website myself, and then I just copy the link into the stream, and it should pop up, right? So go to LarryTeresa.com, but I'm going to put it in there, copy, and then you guys can just, if you want to buy some, just click it in the link from right there, okay? So I just shared it in the stream link. It's everywhere. LarryTeresa.com. And get some, and we appreciate you. We thank you. What's going on, Kevin? What's up, brother? I'm out here in these trenches. Got a few boxes to pack up for the UPS man pull up. Got to pack up for UPS pull up. He always called me ahead of time, though. I'm going to give him something today, though. Yeah, I got something for him today. He looked out for me last week. He said, you ain't got to give me none. I'm going to do it anyway. Show him I appreciate him, because I do. Because when he didn't have to do what he did last week, he did it for me, and he helped me out. Helped me out a lot. So there's a better way to do this tape. And what I mean by a better way is we could probably elevate this tape, and you know, they got these special automatic tapers that will tape, that you can put your rolls in, and it'll tape the boxes for you. They're expensive though. Very expensive. I'm hand packaging your stuff now, y'all. So if you order, I'm packing it up now. Now, any orders that come in today will get packed tomorrow. Because, like I said, I got to try to catch the UPS man today with these boxes. Yeah, so if you order now, that won't go out till tomorrow. Unless I get through with all these, with as slow as I'm going, I doubt it. Sure, man, I done got 4 done already. Let's see. I don't have that many to go. So yeah, LarryTeresa.com to order, guys. Finally, girl, I know just what that means. Yeah. You're the blessing I never thought I would get. To the Lord I humbly bow my head. Just remember that. No matter how far I go, forever yours. Here I stand. Bim. All right. We're getting through them, y'all. Shout out to the 22 of y'all who's still on. Good morning. Good morning. Crystal Lewis. Hey, Crystal. Whoa. Hope you're well. Today I am. So my daughter normally do this work right here. Hey, Crystal. My daughter normally ship all our products, right? So anytime we have products, but she's in school, so she's joined. She's signed back up for school. So on the days where she got to go to school, looks like I have been recruited to do the packing. I don't have no problem with it, She trying to better herself, so somebody got to assist a person when they trying to do right. When a person trying to do right, man, we gotta help them as much as we can, man. We can't turn our backs on them, especially when they trying to do right. It seems like sometimes we focus more on trying to, when people doing wrong, we trying to hold their hand through life. But the people who doing right, we don't really assist them as much as they should be assisted. So I'm the exact opposite. When a person decides they want to do the right thing, I hold their hand. If you decide you don't want to do nothing with yourself, then I'm going to go focus on the people who really want to do something. That way, I won't be casting my pearls before the swine. I ain't judging nobody, no. Whatever you got going on, that's what you got going on, right? Whatever you have going on, that's your thing. But I ain't about to get my stuff, my money, and all my effort, because, it takes a lot of effort, man, to try to help somebody. And then just to find out that they really not for real, no way, that hurts your heart. Yeah, that hurts your heart. I know y'all got children, and you do everything you can to help your child, just to find out they ain't trying to do nothing. That'll break your heart. That breaks your heart. So when they do decide they want to do something, we standing there to help. Can't do more. But what I learned about kids is, raising adults, the adults something else, because they still want you to be their parent, but now they saying they grown. So they independent, they grown until they need you. They grown until they done crashed on something, and now they need you to come get them out of something or help them, assist them, right? The ones that do, because some of them going on about their business. Appreciate them joker too, boy. And some of them, you would never know what's going on in their lives. Yeah, I'm busy, Pamela. Yeah, I got to pack these orders. We had a lot of orders come in this weekend. Mia in school, she doggone, she set me up though, for good though. She set me up pretty good. She packed the boxes before she left. I had to go to Skylar's school. Skylar had a field day today, so I had to go up there with her. Sky told me when I was getting ready to leave, call my mom and tell her to let you check me out. I said, girl, I ain't checking you out. She said, nah, for real, call granddad. Tell her. She'll let you do it. I said, I'm not doing it, Mo. She was trying to get me. She was doing everything she can to convince me to check her out. No, call my mama. Go ahead. She'll do it, granddaddy. You said. I said, man, I'm not checking you out, girl. And she's going to walk out with her sad face, trying to run that on me with her head down. Yeah, all right. Well, don't kill you, make you stronger. Get my groove down. That little piece of tape went on kind of smooth. Amen, somebody. We almost done with the 1 oil, 1 seasoning packages. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't care how much you're willing to pay. I don't care what. Nobody is gonna value your stuff and your product like you. I'm telling you, your business like you. I have experienced that firsthand. You know, you bring people on and they're not gonna value your stuff. So sometimes, guys, you gotta be the go-to, right? You gotta be the one to do everything. Not right now, man. Only reason why I'm doing this right now because my daughter, she gotta go to she gotta go to school. But I'm just saying in business in general, man, if you ain't never ran a business or built a business from scratch, and for all my people who have, sometimes in business, man, the worst thing you could do is bring people on, like for real. Yeah. Sometimes that's the worst thing you could do. Man, do y'all know down here where I'm at, they teaching these kids how to weld? These kids going to school and these kids are learning how to weld, man. Cause Mia going up to this technical school and they just told her she gotta buy all her PP, her protective equipment. And they said because all the protective equipment that they have is for the high school students, the high school students. So I said, wow, man, these kids down here, man, they blessed. Back in the day in the city, they used to have stuff like that, but man, especially in the Atlanta area, we had the Cab Tech, we had Atlanta Area Tech. Man, they got rid of all them technical colleges for them junior colleges, man. Yeah. Yeah, they got rid of all them tech colleges for them junior colleges. And now you got, when I left, it was Georgia Perimeter up there, So they forcing them degrees on them kids. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but a lot of them degrees are useless. As AI come up and as AI is on the verge of taking over, them degrees ain't nothing, man. I'm telling you. Not all of them, but you got a lot of them that are useless, guys. For real. They got computer programs gonna be doing that stuff. Software. These companies investing in software, not in people. They done trained us to scan our own groceries at the grocery store. Y'all remember back in the day, they used to have somebody loading your groceries. So it all started when we all agreed to load our own groceries. When the people back in the day agreed to load their own groceries, and because they used to have people at the gas stations that pump gas too. So when people allowed that to happen, it's over. So now we scanning our own groceries. We paying more for the food. the food unhealthy. We scanning our own groceries and we loading our own groceries. But back in the day, there used to be a time where somebody scan your groceries and they'll load your groceries for free. I used to be a grocery loader dude, man. Yeah, I worked at this, my first job was at this place called Food Max up in Mableton, Georgia. I'll never forget it, man. That was my first job. It was a summer job. I got that job. They hired me. I was a bagger. All I did was, they called me a courtesy clerk. I was a courtesy clerk. And basically, I just bag people groceries. If it was somebody who was older and they wanted me to help them take their stuff to the car, I did it. And that was in the old day of the ancient time of 1990, and I think it was 1993 or 4. Yeah, 1993 or 4. That was back in the prehistoric days, y'all. So I was a courtesy clerk. Man, them folk done. About the only grocery store now that has courtesy clerks are, and I mean that'll walk you to the car, Publix. Pretty much Publix. And I know it's some more, but in the city areas, it's Publix, right? But when I was coming up, man, it was always somebody loading your, they'll load your groceries in the back seat of the car for you in the trunk. You give them a little tip. You know, I remember seeing it when I was a kid. Granddad would throw them, my mama would give them a couple dollars or 50 cents, you know, stuff like that. A man can make him a living off of tips. He got a salary coming in. He loading groceries all day. He come up out of there with $10, $15 in tips a day. That's a decent, you know, on top of he making, you know. But now, them folks got us loading our own groceries. No, they got us ringing our own groceries up first. And what they did was they got us used to it. So when we started going in there, they made it as an option at first. It was an option at first. You can go in the grocery store and especially Walmart, it was an option to do it. And it was for faster service, scan yourself out, right? They call it self-checkout. Fast, you know, because this convenience thing. So check yourself out, man. That's how you, if you want to get on up out of here fast, check yourself out. So we all started checking ourselves out. We checking ourselves out, right? Now, what happened was the machine that we checking out replaced people. So now when I go to Walmart, they have more machines than they have people. Let me see. It may be 2 hours, 3 hours open in this big old store, and they got a multitude of machines over there. So it started out as an option. Now, So that's how it is. So AI the same way. AI is has started out as a tool people just playing with, getting information on. Next, that's just gonna be the employer. When you go interview for a job, you're gonna interview with AI. AI gonna be asking you questions. You know what I mean? It's gonna know if you lying or not, you know. For real. All right, so we done made it through the 101 seasons, it look like. Let me tell you what I'm about to do though. To speed this up. So all these smaller boxes right here, she said these are all seasonings, right? What's this? She got 3 seasonings, 3 black mugs. Okay. 3 seasonings, 3 black mugs. All right, y'all. Let me get these 3 seasonings, 3 black mugs. So yeah. So now ain't no more option no more. No, you're gonna scan yourself out or you're not gonna get served. 3 seasoning, 3 black mugs, y'all. Hold on. Let me get my mugs over here. So we got to find something for us to do as people. We got to find something, especially when they feel like they're doing you a favor, not a favor. When I'm giving, yeah, man, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you got people, man, working for you, man, who feel like they doing you a favor, but that's rough right there. Well, that's rough right there, man. I'm telling you. I remember I hired this one guy. He come talking to me about he really want to be on commission, right? He said, man, I really just want to do like a commission based, because he don't want to have to be in like in the office all the time or whatever, right? So I was like, cool, that's what you want, because it's gonna be a 100% sales position for me. What kind of value can you bring to my business type deal? Man, I assigned him an email. I gave him an email, and I was like, all right, man, hit the ground running, get busy, man. I need you to bring something in, and being that he 100% commission, that's what he asked for. He 100% commission. That should incentivize him to get to work. Man, please. I checked the email because when you could check the email. I checked his email. Man, he wasn't even responding to them people, man. Them people getting in touch with him. I ain't even let him go. I just stopped talking to him. You know what I mean? He was never on the books, no way. I just stopped out like, man, go on, man. You don't want to work. Yeah, you don't want to work. I think he was just trying to find out some information about me. I really do. Three cups. Your business is something else. A lot of people swear they want a business. You got so many people talking about starting a business. I want my own business. Okay. I hope it works out. I really do. Yeah, man. And taxes, boy. Just pay them quarterly. If you pay them quarterly, you'll be all right. Don't do it annually. If you wait till the... Hold on. Man, I done put 3 seasonings in here. Hold on. I thought it was 3 seasons. 3 seasons, 3 moves. Dog. Man, I'm over here jaw jacking, man. Doggone it. Oh, man. For real. So I don't know what the future gonna look like for us as people. All I can tell you is just work on something physical. Yeah, the same job that everybody kind of look their nose down on. I think them jobs gonna be the jobs everybody gonna have to have. Like lawn care. Everybody say, man, they got robots to cut lawn. Man, you know how long it's gonna be before a company gonna be able to bring lawnmowers to your little local town. Not saying it ain't possible, but they got a lot of other priorities other than that right now. So a man can make him a living, or a woman can make him a living off lawn care right now. Barbering, AI may not know how to cut hair, but don't know how to temp fade. Your AI gonna temp fade. Line you up. So the jobs that kind of was what people really didn't appreciate in our society and look down upon, them jobs gonna kind of be more important. For real. In my opinion. In my opinion, the stuff that everybody What is this? So these are packages she done already packed, right? All right, let's go to the next one, y'all. Okay, I have, let's see, one seasoning, one black mug. Why is it two labels right here? Lord. Are both of these one seasoning, one black mug meal? Come on now, meal. Oh, they probably is though. I think she wrapped them. Okay. I got her. I got your logic, girl. I see what you did. I see what she did. She put the outside one and wrapped the rest of them in the inside. But how I'm supposed to know that though, meal? Like, what? How I'm supposed to know that? Yo, one seasoning and one mug. I got 2 orders like that, so I might as well take both of them, pack them up, get them on out the door. One seasoning and one mug. Boom, one black mug. Come over here and get some of these. They call them peanuts. We gotta order some of these. We do. I gotta figure out. I think we may have. I gotta go check, but we run out of these real fast, y'all. So what we supposed to do, y'all? I don't know. Better come up with something. Be a plumber. Everybody laughing at plumbing. I remember back in the day, women didn't want no grease monkey. Y'all remember that? They laughed at the grease monkeys. Grease monkeys, boy, the grease monkeys finna come up. Cause now people can't afford new cars, so they gotta work on their cars that they have and keep the cars that they have on the road. They can't afford to take them to the dealership because the dealership don't want to do nothing but get you to trade your car in. My grandma went to the dealership. My grandma got a 2015 car. My granddad bought that car brand new. So they had a recall on that car about something. So she drove in there. She did it herself. She didn't even tell me she was doing it. She just went and did it. And now all of a sudden they're trying to buy her car from her. The car is 2015. The car only have like, I think, 50,000 miles on it. I told her, no. Now they done went in there and put the car on a machine. It probably break down. You know what I mean? For real. They probably try to make it break down. No. I wouldn't be surprised. Keep that car. Yeah. Keep your old car. Where do we get this idea, man, that we had to? Well, I know where the idea came from, but how do we get this idea as a people that it's okay to go and get ourselves in a multitude years of debt, especially for vehicles? I can understand the mortgages, because people, but even with that, nobody ever just sat us down and taught me when I was a kid how to just be financially responsible and save a bunch of money. I told a young guy day 4 yesterday, and I told him, man, you know what the formula is? He said, what? I said, the formula is this. If you have some parents that got something going on for themselves, right? And all you need is a mama with a basement. That's all you need. If you got a mama with a basement or a mama and a daddy with a basement who will allow you to stay there until you get yourself together, that's all you need. For real. But in our country, everybody want their own, and we don't have no compassion for one another. People start talking junk. But that's why I told Mia, Nah, just pull your RV out here. Stay in that RV until you get ahead. Then when you get ahead, then you could dive out there. Save you up some money. Go get your education. So right now, her schooling is gonna be pretty much free. She ain't gotta pay for her schooling. Now, long as she don't go do that crazy, like wanna go, I'ma just go and get me a place and put that struggle on herself, she'll be all right. Yeah, but I've been talking to her for a long time, because all the young girls, they want their own stuff because they want to be able to lay up and do what they want to do. They don't want their parents in their business. And I understand all that, but there's a price associated with that. So you run out of the house, you leave home so early, trying to go lay up and be laid up with folks and have the kind of life you want, but you don't never get yourself in a financial position where you straight. So, my daddy's always tell me, man, you got to pay the cost to be the boss, son. You can't be the boss just because you want to. So you want to lay up and you want to be what you want to be, and that's fine, but you ain't never really got yourself straight. So what I see now is a lot of young people going to get themselves in financial straits just because they want to be free. Like they already in debt, man, bro. And bro, 29, already super in debt, got credit card debt, car payments. I understand the mortgage because at least that appreciates over time and you can sell it and recognize that, equity in money. But so many young people, that's their thing. They want to be out there free. I want to be free. I want to be free. So they go get themselves in all these financial straits and they start struggling before they have to, just because they want to be free. So I've been talking to her, and don't get me wrong, shoot, early on in her life, that's how she wanted to be free. So she wanted to go out there and be free. She got an apartment, she got her stuff, but she got to pay them bills. So now you got to pay them bills, and that's real, because now it ain't fun no more. It ain't fun no more. It's fun when you spending mommy and daddy money. So I told a young man the other day, I said, young man, listen to me. This the formula. If your parents are decent people and they'll allow you to stay in their basement as long as possible, many other cultures, their sons don't leave home until they get married. Their daughters don't leave home until they get married. Where do we get this in our culture, in our society, that 18? I remember when I was a little kid, my parent was telling me, my mom was telling me, and she was young, she ain't know no better. I'm giving you your luggage for your graduation date. Like when I graduate high school, I'm getting some bags, and I got to figure out like what I'm gonna do at 18. You know what I mean? And she probably was just telling what been taught to her, and I do feel like they love you, and you're gonna get out in the world and figure some stuff out. Hold on. Hey.
Hey,
What's up?
the UPS came already?
No, ma'am.
All right, well, we out of class, so I'm coming to help.
10-4.
All right.
Thank you. So that meal right now. So my mama told me that. But I just want to say this, man. As a country, we got to get out of this idea we're going to put our kids out at 18. No, man. Them kids need to figure it out. Now, kids, you can't be living in your parents' house thinking you're going to run the show. Your mama and daddy done paid for this. This is their stuff. They're here to help you, assist you to get on your feet. Now, how you repay them is not by paying a bill. You repay, like Neil said, you want me to pay something? No, I don't want you to pay nothing. I want you to go up to that school, take the money you want to pay me, and go get you a free education. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go pay for you to get education. The money that you would have had to pay in rent, go get yourself educated. So if me and your mama just so happen to leave here in the same day, you able to take care of yourself. That's how the formula should be, man, with the kids. The kids got to get out, and us as parents, we got to allow them, but we got to work together. The parents can't let no disrespectful, irresponsible kids stay in their house forever. They got to put them out to make them be responsible. And the kid got to understand that if I'm going to be here, I need to do something. I can't just be here and say, well, mom, I'm going to just go get me a job. And I'm going to say, no, son, I want you to get a job, son. But I want you, if you're going to get a job, be saving up money, son. You can stay at my house, but don't come pulling up in here in your brand new Scat Pack. No, man. Keep that car we helped you get in high school. Keep that car as long as possible. Save you up $150,000, $200,000. Come to me and say, hey, I'm going to buy me a place. And it's all cash. Or how about Let's pay this place off right here. Now that'll be too good. Let's pay this place off here. We pay this place off here. I stay here, work, save up some more money, and then you can help me put money in the pot since you don't have a mortgage anymore. We put it in the pot all together, and then boom, you could buy me one. We buy me one. Man, it could be so easy, man. But these folks done tricked us into believing everything is just so complicated. They call it collective economics, guys. We could be working together and it could be a whole lot easier than what it is. But it ain't fairy tale, because all the people who say it's fairy tale, you're wrong, because you got cultures that's doing it. Look at these cultures, man. You got a lot of cultures that's doing it. Asian cultures doing it, guys. Jewish cultures, they doing it. They are, man. They kids leaving and going out into the world straight. Our kids out here walking around with nice shoes and nice clothes and cars, ain't barely educated, can't really do nothing but go get a job and be a hard back for somebody to work for somebody. Man, we got to do better. And that's both ends. It's on the parents and on the children and the grandparents. All of us got to work together. So that's why I'm trying to be the best granddad I can be. That's what I'm trying to be. I want my grandchildren at least know they can, hit me up. And not just for money, like if you need guidance, right? So I'm just trying to be the best granddad I could be. With my children, I want to be the best dad I could be at this point. They done already decided their lives and they path in life, what they want to do. I respect that, right? But at any moment, if they say, let's work together, I'm here. This is what I can contribute. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, we got to get it together, man, for real. And it may soon be a time where we ain't got no choice, y'all. Yeah, we've been operating on this individualism stuff because we've been able to. But the winds of change are blowing, my friends. You're starting to see a lot. Just imagine. So I was talking to my granddad, one of them, and I told him, I said, look, because I think he was asking me like how I can help you, Larry. And this is what I said. I said, well, shoot, how about we use your credit? You know what I mean? Like, use your credit. Shoot, you 80-some years old. You got good credit. We use your credit. I pay it off with my money. And he was trying to, like, in his mind, think like, because, we don't sign. We ain't going to co-sign for nobody. We ain't going to do that. That's how people get in bad straits. But if we could work together better as a unit, you got the older people. They may be on a fixed income, but they got good credit, right? Because they done paid all their bills. Young person can get it, finance it through their credit and pay it off. But this is only going to be with a group of people who are going to work together. This ain't going to be with the group of people who are going to get it and not pay. I'm not talking about that group. So if that's the first thing your mind default to, then remember, I'm not talking about that group of people. And it's possible. Like, it's possible. You got a lot. You have a lot of coaches that's doing it for real. I know 2 brothers. They successful, man. In Atlanta. I used to work at the barbershop they came to. And both of them are college grads, they engineers, pretty well successful in their own right. So they wanted to start an art gallery. And the younger brother was going to go back to school and get his MBA. And the younger brother was going to be the intricate one, I guess, to help start the gallery with a business understanding. He'll engineer, he got a business backing because he's going to get his MBA. But he couldn't get his MBA and work at the same time because he was going to go to a real university, not online. He was going to be there, right? How about the older brother paid the younger brother's bills while he was going to school? And right now, today, they own an art gallery in Atlanta called Zucot, Omari and Anaji. They got an art gallery in Atlanta called Zucot. I mean, they pretty big time, man. You can see them everywhere in Atlanta, man. They all in with the mayor. I think they just did a thing with Tyler Perry recently over at Tyler Perry Studios. I mean, they pretty big time. But I remember when they was just getting started, for real. And I remember how Omari paid for Onaji's, he was paying his bills and stuff. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all know how strong that is, man. As a unit, that we can come together. Look, this is what we gonna do. And I mean, we follow through with it. Now, I ain't talking about he flake out. No, we follow through with it. I see them now, and they doing well. But a lot of people don't know the story. I knew the story because I went to high school, junior high with them, high school with them. So Omari didn't tell me. Onaji told me. Onaji was the younger one. Omari was older than me. He told me what him and his brother had decided on doing. And I was like, man, that's strong right there. Like that's strong, bro. And now I see them now, and I see how they straight, man. They doing well. Yep. And it all started with them working together. But that's too much like right, ain't it? Yeah, that's too much like right, man. For real. Let your let your son stay in your house if you want to. Son ain't doing right. Yeah, you gotta kick him out. Yeah. What's up? In Indian and Asian, you right, man. Yeah. You said Destin said the Mexicans really on it. Yeah, man. Like we been taught in our community, in our nation, especially us as a culture, African Americans as a culture, like we've been taught this. Like I remember the dumbest thing they used to tell me. I got mine, you gotta get yours. Like, why would you tell a child that? Like, I got mine, now you gotta get yours. Like, who tells a child? Like, this child just like, what I'm supposed to do? Like, I remember thinking when I was a kid, after my mama died, I was in the world, right? And I was floating around, and everybody treated me like I was grown, but I didn't know what I was supposed to do. You know, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. So a lot of this stuff y'all see, and the stuff I know is because I just been in the world so long. My mom was killed when I was 12, going on 13. From the time she was killed, my life was just turmoil. And I was in juvenile, in the streets, and then ended up being in the jails and boot camps and prison, eventually prison, until I finally just gave that life up, right? But I remember living that life and just this expectation from me, from all these grown people, like I was supposed to be grown, like I was supposed to know how to maneuver. I was supposed to know what I'm doing. And I didn't because I was a kid. And kids don't supposed to know how to maneuver in the streets. They don't know supposed to know how to maneuver. Kids supposed to be innocent. They supposed to be eating sandwiches and hot dogs and playing video games and being fussed at for not cleaning up their room and sitting on the front porch staring at the stars with, you know, a childhood. I ain't had that. So the reason why I know all this stuff is because literally I have been in the streets since I was about 12, 13, 14 years old, y'all. Yeah. I had a car before I had a driver license. I didn't have a driver license. I had a car before I had a driver license. I was driving around and I had a 1982 Buick Riviera that ran hot, blown head gasket in. It was mine though. I put my 212s in the trunk, boy, and I was booming. Running hot and booming. I had to park it. Found out it was a head gas. Somebody finally told me, man, you got a head gas. Problem bad. So I've been out in the world a long time, man. A very long time. For real. So a lot of this stuff I have experienced firsthand because I just been out in the world a long time. I always have done what I wanted to do because it wasn't nobody to tell me no. Nobody was there to tell me no. My mama was gone. And when nobody else finna tell me, like, what you finna tell me? Like, what you about to tell me? You ain't finna tell me nothing. So I did what I wanted to do. Win some, you lose some. But I done learned a whole lot along the way. For real. I remember the hardest time was during the holidays when I used to see everybody with their families and stuff, and I ain't have nobody. Like I didn't, you know, I had family, but when you got family, but you ain't got family. You get what I'm saying? My grandmama and Jehovah's Witness, they don't celebrate no holidays. So all my friends, they go into their family house. And even if I go over my auntie or cousin house, they like family, but they ain't like your mama. They ain't like your daddy, you know, that type of situation. So that used to be the hardest time for me, like for real. I remember being in Chattanooga like that. And the people love me, but it just wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. So I done learned so much ripping and running around, man. For real. I done learned so much ripping and running in the street as a kid, man. A little kid running around in the street. And it don't even seem real, but it is. Yep. It absolutely is. My daddy was all, he was what he was. But he got better when he got older. And we saw eye to eye as two men. As two men, him and I saw eye to eye. But when I was younger, we didn't see eye to eye, because I had just lost my mama. Who I'm finna see eye to eye with? Like, none of y'all was around. Like, who I'm about to see eye to eye with? That was the worst thing. The biggest expectation from me. I remember how that felt, man. Just the cruelness of people expect me to understand. That was cruel. I'm supposed to know. I'm good now. Because I do know. I do. But back then, I was just a boy, man. I didn't know nothing. Little kid. So that's why when you see, when everybody asks, like, do people, I like people, but a lot of times, man, my tolerance level for folks kind of low because so many folks done did me wrong that I don't really feel like dealing with people too much, man. Like, for real. When you done been through that fire like that, when, family members done did you wrong, put you out in the street. I was young, man. And another thing that I learned, that's why I tell everybody, ain't nobody gonna have grace for you like your mama, boy. I know some people and their mamas don't get along, but boy, let me tell you something. If you got a piece of a mama, you better cherish her. She could just be a piece of a mama, buddy. You better cherish your mama, because it's a cold world without her, buddy. It's a cold, cold world without her. Because at the end of the day, if you got a piece of a mama, you can go and lay on a sofa. You probably can't stay forever, but mama, let me just catch the sofa tonight. You know what I mean? But boy, you ain't got that cushion in this world no more. Ooh-wee. A piece of a mama, a piece of a grandmama, like the real ones. We ain't talking about these fake ones. We talking about the real ones. Oh, yeah. Telling you, no. Yeah, you better cherish that. Cause boy, once they gone, boy, Justin said, I swear, I'm scared of people, man. I feel you, big guy. I do. Yeah, yeah, I don't feel like dealing with folks too much, man. I done had folk, man, do me all kind of ways. You think they for you. They really against you. You think they for you. You find out they talking about you, spreading your business. You think they trying to help you, but they not. I think that was one of the hardest things for me too when I was a kid. Finding out, hearing, I used to overhear. Like, I got some people right now, man, that when I was a boy, like, you know how the ladies would be on the phone talking. I would hear them talking about me. You know what I mean? Now, my mama was gone. My mama was gone, man. And she wasn't there for me because she was gone. Somebody took her. And I remember hearing so-called family members talking about me. And, that hurts you, man. That hurts you. I had to go to foster care one time. And I remember when the people were coming, they ain't had nowhere to go. So they had to take me to foster care. This was before I learned how to hustle. Because I didn't know how to hustle. I was a boy. I didn't supposed to know how to hustle. So I didn't know how to get out here and make money for myself. And they took me to foster care. So I had to go to foster care. And I remember it was two people, man, that I really felt like loved me up until that point. They laughed at me. They laughed at me because I was going to foster care, that the people were going to take. I mean, they literally laughed at me. So I went to the foster care place, got up in there. I was just too wild for foster care at the time when I ended up going. Matter of fact, I didn't go that time. I'm lying. That time I didn't go to foster care. My auntie helped me. She stood up for me. I could go stay with her, kept me out of foster care. But I eventually ended up going to foster care. That's the right story, right? But they had laughed at me when they found out I was going to foster care. And that hurt me. They did. That hurt me. But that taught me. That taught me. They did, man. They taught me a lot. So I appreciate that lesson, because there's certain things you can learn in pain that you can't learn in good times. Like bad times will teach you lessons that good times will never teach you. You know, a hungry man knows some stuff that a full man don't know. A sick person knows some stuff that a healthy person don't know. It's some lessons that only you can gain by going through it. And that's one of them. And I value that lesson that I learned. They laughed at me. It was painful. And I remember just trying to process that as a kid, and I would cry to myself. Nobody ever would see me cry, but I would cry to myself, and I would be like, why? You know what I mean? That was my biggest question, like, why? You know. But eventually I learned how to hustle. And when I started learning how to hustle, I learned how to make me some money for myself, right or wrong. It's hard to tell a person who ain't got nothing and who living on the streets and, you know, nobody really doing much for not to hustle. You know what I mean? Like, that's hard. But I shouldn't have been. It was another way. You know, I feel like if I would have had my stuff together and I'd be doing the right thing, I could have picked up the phone and called my dad at any time and said, hey, man, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I need me some school shoes, you know, stuff like that. But I don't know, man. Like, it wasn't nobody like my mama, man. My mama, my mama knew I needed shoes in 3 months. Like, my mama paid attention to how I was wearing. So I didn't have to ask my mama for stuff. My mama just knew it's time for new clothes. She just knew it. But I went from having a mama that took care of all that at 12. Now, I ain't talking about at 30, at 12. Then going to a situation where I'm just walking around, I got holes in my shoes, and I don't know who to ask. And then finally, I could go to my grandmama, because my mama had some insurance money. So we went to my grandmama, she had a little insurance money. So then I can get what I need. And I could just ask my grandmama, and my grandmama made sure that I had what I needed outside of what anybody else had to say. That's why I love her to life, because it don't matter what nobody had to say then. My grandmama made sure I was straight, like she did. If I told my grandmama I needed some clothes, my grandmama said, how much are they? I told her she'll write me a check. We had a bank at Wachovia. She said, go up there, they'll let you cash the check. They knew me at the bank. So I would go in there and it'd be a couple $100, but I go get me some shoes, some pants, MARTA card. We had MARTA cards in Atlanta. I give me a monthly MARTA card. I'm straight. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, grandma came through, man. Yeah, grandma would come through. Yep. But that done taught me so much. I done learned some stuff in these days, y'all. For real. I have. I learned a lot, man. The thing about life, boy, it'll teach you some stuff. Real. Pain. Real, boy. Some stuff in that hurt. Only that pain will teach you. There go Meal. I'm on live. I ain't playing. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had to figure out your because you had wrote the tape. You had put the rest of them in the inside, and they didn't. Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, I had to figure that out. But I'm getting there. You liked it? It's just the first day though. Yeah. I mean, what are they gonna actually teach you?
They said we started with I forgot what the word is called, but starting with the oxygen tank.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, something else.
Yeah, it's the
Oxy
yeah. It's that tank that's out there.
So we started with that.
Argon. They got argon and CO2 and that tank that's out there.
Yeah, that's what we started with.
Just learning how to mix the gas. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that is.
This week we just doing computer work, stuff like that.
What y'all doing on the computer?
Have to do safety tests
Facts.
before I can get into the
Yeah,
lab.
facts. Yeah. They're gonna have to make sure you, cause it's also a liability thing too. Cause if you go out there and do something dumb, they're gonna say, "Hold on, she passed the safety training, though." You know. Yeah. I would be too. Yeah, I would.
Get all my stuff by Monday.
Go to Harbor Freight. What you got to get though?
Glasses. He said he prefers to get the ones that shield us from the light.
Right.
I seen them on Amazon.
But okay, glasses and what else?
Glasses, the coat, the jacket. He said he wants to get the sleeves, gloves.
But I already got some of that. You know that stuff out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is it that stuff
I
that's?
showed him the suit. He said that's good.
Yeah, just take the suit that's already out there. Yeah, take the suit that's already out there. That's why I'm asking you.
Boots is good.
I'm asking you about what kind of glass.
Oh, just regular safety glasses.
Not a face mask, not a shield.
Yeah,
like
we do need the face mask.
Shield. Can you use the one that's already out there? Or you just want you a new one?
Oh yeah, I can use that one.
Just take it. It's two. Yeah, just take it. Yeah.
And then he said safety glasses, but he prefers to get the ones that protect us from the light.
Mm-hmm.
And really, that's it.
Yeah, you.
Boots, but he said I can wear these boots.
Right.
But I was gonna get just some regular work boots.
Oh, but you know I got the smock things that go on front of the.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah.
There's some smock stuff
Oh, yeah,
out
the
there
orange one.
that go on the front of the boot. Yeah. I'm just saying to keep you from having to spin up your money. I already got that out there. Yeah. Let me see what's up, y'all. Yeah, y'all right about that. You right about that. Yeah, you right. Families are worse. And I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, man. These doggone city families, man. I don't know, man. Y'all know what I believe the family problem is. And this is my personal belief, what I believe the family problem is. I really believe, and don't get offended, when there's too many of one gender, make sure you over here, man. You know I'm live, right? Then make sure you good. I'm on live now. Yeah. Make sure I think in the family, in my family, I think because it was too many women and not enough men. Not knocking my sisters. And we should have had a balance because it turned into like this competition thing. My children and your children. When it I think if it was a balance, like we had some men in the family that men though, right? I think that would have helped a lot too, you know. Not saying you got family because you know women are loving and they keep the family together, but I think that would have helped in my family at least. Now I can't speak to your family, but I think that would have helped my family at least. Yeah. But all right, hold on. All right, so I got one oil, one seasoning, one brown apron, one black mug. I'll do this one. One oil, one seasoning.
I put it right there.
These one oil.
One oil,
one seasoning. I got two of those. One oil, one seasoning, one brown, men's brown apron, and one black mug. Yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. It's that competition thing, man. Yeah, it was that competition thing that got us. It was, I'm going to outdo you, and I'm going to outdo yours. And my kids, your kids, like, we really one family. You know, it ain't about my kids or your kids. We really should be operating as a family. But when I see that weird energy, when I'm around families, because I can recognize that energy now. When I see that, I don't want no parts of it because it's gonna be these my kids straight, that type of thing. Yeah, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Not as a unit. Not as a unit. Yeah, not as a unit, guys. So yeah, I think that would have helped us in my family more, you know. Yeah, it was too much competition, y'all. It's too much competition. Everybody trying to outdo one another. And we were just kids. We ain't know no different, you know. Personally, you know, if don't nobody ever make a child feel bad about their shoes and clothes, a child ain't gonna know. But that's people, Families show up, they got better shoes than this particular family because this particular family may got a little bit more money or some credit cards or whatever. And then these kids right here, their parents can't afford the Michael Jordans. But as a family, the last thing we should do is make each other feel bad. But that ain't how it works. That ain't how it works. That's not how it works. How it works is this group try to make that group feel bad. But I'm gonna tell y'all something, and this is for real. My Uncle Henry passed away. He passed right when I moved down here. Here another one why I fool with to life, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause when I was a boy, and I was staying with my mama, and we ain't have a lot of money. My mama was a single mama. She had 3 kids. A single mama with 1 kid struggling, but my mama had 3. So she really couldn't. She it was times when she was, especially when she was doing her nursing, she couldn't really buy us the kind of shoes and clothes she wanted us to have. So I was okay. But I would go spend the summer over my Uncle Henry house, right? And when I would leave and go home after the summer, my Uncle Henry would buy me whatever the popular shoe was. He'll ask me what I wanted, and he'll send me back home with them shoes. And he'll probably buy me 2 pair. And man, going back to school, and you got, back then we had some British Knights. You going back to school, you got some British Knights. Oh man, man, I'm going back to school. I got some Adidas because that's what everybody got right now. Yeah, just come through. Let me see. Us as a people have so many problems. You right, Anthony. Dustin said, I really think it's too common in the Black community. You right, man. I mean, that's something we have to face as a community in order to address it. That this competition thing within families, my kids, your kids, that's strange, man. That's some weird stuff. And we got to address that as men first. When we see it, we check it. We can't let it happen, right? Because it's emotions based. Like it makes somebody feel good to do that to somebody else. As men, man, we got to check that. We the patriarchs of the family. So what we do is we pull up like, oh no, and we check it. We do. And if we in a position of fix it, we fix it. You see? But that's why I said I think we need more of stronger men in the family because, and I ain't knocking my sisters because the sisters be the glue, they hold it together. But we need some stronger men that address it. Like we checking everybody, child. We checking the women too. They need to be checked. They can be mad, but we like, oh no, like you ain't finna do that. Like that's what it need to be. Like if you seeing something that's crazy, as a man, we ain't disrespecting nobody. We ain't disrespecting nobody. But everybody at some point need to be checked. And anybody who don't want to be checked, then you go on. Because I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm not telling you, but if you wrong, you wrong. That's it. You wrong. You need to be addressed. You are wrong. Especially when we talking about these children. Because these kids don't know nothing but what we teach them. That's all they know. They know what we teach them. That's it. Any kind of foolishness a child got inside them came from some foolish adult, man. For real. Then when they get older and they start learning the other stupidity by themselves, then they learn it. But most of the time, that come from us. Kid don't know nothing, man. All right, let me get the tape. Let me get off my soapbox. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, we have to, man. You know. Yeah, that's why I promote that manhood stuff. I ain't knocking my sister. I make sure I say it all the time because they be holding stuff together. They do. They be keeping it together. You know. But we got to do a better job, and we got to be men, man. We be low key be scared, man. Be getting bullied, like be scared to say stuff like, man, I ain't finna say nothing to her. No, say something to her. She needs somebody to say something to her. You see what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody scared of her. Say something to her. Like when I was a boy, I was getting bullied by all them girls, man. I grew up in a family. It was me. I had 2 sisters, 2 aunties, and just a bunch of girls. All them girls used to bully me, man. I'm talking about every last one of them. So I was raised up around none but girls, man. Straight up. So after I got grown, these jokers thought they still were gonna be able to bully me. And I went along with it for a little while, but then, a certain part of your life when you just say it is what it is. So I started checking them jokers. So they know now. Like they know. Like I ain't going. Like they go for sister, auntie, great auntie, cousin, and one of them. Like, if you around me on some dumb stuff that's not right, I am going to say something to you. I'm not gonna cuss you. I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm not gonna try to belittle you. But somebody has to say something. For real, man. And that's me. I'm a dude. And all my brothers, they need to be you too. If they don't want to be around you, fine. That's fine. But at least you know I did what I could when they was in the presence of me. Yup. Let me pack this right quick. Oh, what's that?
Just put 1 season in.
I'll do 1 season, just 1 season. Let me get on my job and off my soapbox, y'all. I'm over here just doing my talking. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Let me do my season. How many it is I need to put in them? How many though? I got 13. We got 14 right now, y'all. Y'all. Y'all had to raise that camera up, man. You know what I mean? Be looking. 15. All right. How many that is? So it's just 15 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I would have been. This stuff would have went out tomorrow if it had just been me. I'm in here talking. Yeah. Okay. I'm putting it together. Boom. Don't you know no good? So hold on. I got them. These just one, right?
Yes, 1 in each.
That's 1 in each. I'm trying. Okay, go ahead. I'm trying to get to the tape, but go ahead. Go ahead. All right, hold on. Facts. You want to put them on for your taper?
No.
Oh. Don't you know no good? But I just need to make sure, because these are 2 different orders right here. These are 2 different orders. One of them got. Nah, I ain't put the label on it yet. I was gonna tape it first.
Oh, I can tape it.
Yeah. So. All right. It's the apron right here. With that apron right there. And I know which one this is. All right, that works. I just don't want to mix those up.
All the way moving that box is 1 season.
Just 1 season. Okay. So we ain't got to pack. Is no more to go, or we got enough? I was
No,
gonna.
we definitely need to pack some more.
Okay,
We need more boxes.
that's what I was about to say. So which one you want me to do?
All right, yeah, you just get some more boxes.
But I ain't got the tape though.
Oh, well, you do this.
All right. Did the power head went off and came back on, didn't it? Anyway. Hey man, good deal, Dustin, man. Yeah, I'm just letting it roll. I committed myself to streaming, and I'm just gonna let the stream roll, man, every chance I get. Just trying some different. I do pretty much all the other content, but the stream ain't nothing I've been doing, so I'm committing myself to being consistent with the streaming, right? So that's what I'm doing. Whoa. Yo, Mope said, call my mama and tell her to let you check me out. I said, nah, I ain't. I said, I'm not checking you out. Go ahead. No, she'll let you do it. I said, I'm not doing it. I told her, I said, girl, you not going to be. She said, call my mama and tell her to let you check me out. I said, no, sir. I'm not doing it, Mom. I'm not checking you out. Now go ahead and call her. She'll let you do it. Yeah. Winning or running? What you mean? Man, come on now. The same thing as last year. The exact same events. Jump through the hula hoop, run with the little egg thing. I got some video I recorded of her. The same thing. I don't know what they be doing up there. Like for real. We used to have a race or something back in the day. Yeah, ain't none of that no more. Back in the day, you used to get musty at school, come home stinking, but I gotta go wash off for real. I know I did. Now, I'm talking about, man, back in the day, I used to have to make sure I had deodorant on. That's when I found out about that secret. That secret Tamika, my sister used to wear. Doggone, I knew that was some good deodorant, cause I was getting musty at school. All that running around playing. Now, these kids don't even doggone. Oh, well, we making some progress right now, y'all. And we making progress. I think we're gonna get all these jokers out. For real. Don't you know no good? Hold on, man. I can't put these folk address. Let me get these folk address. Oh. Are those packets? Oh no, they're just the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if they were going out too. Yeah, I sent an email to that teacher, man. Yeah, man. I asked her, man. I said, hey, is it a way I could just pay and just get the most important part of the class and forget all that other stuff? Man, he ain't even respond. Yeah. I was like, man, just let me pay for the most important part. I'm past the stage for all that other stuff matter. I just want to learn how to wire well good. Facts. Oh yeah, you straight. Yeah, you straight. I tell you, man. All right. Yeah, you straight. Yeah, that cause I don't even know. Hopefully you learn how to make that welder out there do like it's supposed to do. And then we'll get a better one. I want a better welder. I want one of them Miller welders. But I like the MIG, but I mean, perfect. Since I started with the stick welding, I actually like stick welding the best. But I've never did TIG welding. So I think I like stick welding because I haven't figured out how to get the MIG right, like the speed, the heat. Like I haven't figured that out yet. But I like stick welding. Yeah, with the stick, I done figured out how to get there. I done figured out how to make the stick welding work. But I mean, it ain't perfect, but it works. But I ain't got that MIG down yet. Y'all doing stick?
Next semester. But he said I can finish this semester early and then I can start doing stick welding.
Yeah, just finish it early. Is it anything you can do to make it go early, or he just saying he gon'? Yeah, it ain't number 3 of y'all in that doggone right.
Well, really, it's just me because the other 2 are second.
Oh man, that probably just formality. That's probably all the formality, everything he doing. Yes. Oh yeah, so you gonna be stick welding. They got the Miller weld. You see what kind of Miller? They blue. They Miller weld. They Miller welders. That's what kind I want. I want a Miller welder. Yeah, I want one of Miller welders. But I think if I was learning, I learn all of them. But it's this dude I follow that do that TIG welding. I like that TIG welding.
Let me know when you run out of single level.
Oh, I'm okay. Let's see who on here. We got 20 of y'all on here. What's happening? Man, we in here packing up stuff, man. Much love, brother. Much love. Yeah, we in here packing up stuff. Getting them out, getting all y'all orders out.
You put the labels on there, Dad.
I got you. Hold on.
While you doing that?
You want me to put the label on before I put the tape on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just put it on this side.
Oh, okay.
He said he graduated and started making $30 an hour.
And when was that?
Well, that was like 2023.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying you make more than that now. Yeah.
He said he had a student that just graduated. He worked somewhere near here to make $30.
Yeah. Like I said, I know you could do it though, for real. Yeah, I know you can. All you gotta do is knock it out and just learn.
He said you got the stuff at home. You can just be a mobile builder.
I know. Facts. That's what I was telling you. And then you can literally you could do mobile stuff, or you could have a regular 9 to 5 if that's what you choose to do, and still do mobile stuff on the side. I'm telling you, it's a way to make some money out of that stuff. You end up making a whole lot of money. I'm telling you, I follow this girl. well, I don't follow her, but I see her videos come up on my timeline. I think on IG. It's her and like her sister, and they like mobile welders, and they be doing stuff like last video I saw, she was at a bar, and they was the bar had like a metal, some type of metal railing or something that was broken, and they needed her to fix. She made $2,000 for it. That's what she said. She said she said I'm charging $2,000 for this. Yeah, it was at a bar. She was just fixing. Her and her sister was there, and they was fixing a railing. Like I said, it may be real, it may be fake. I don't know. You don't know these days, but she said I'm charging $2,000 for this. But they did some work. Now, don't get me wrong. They were doing a lot of work. Yeah, they were doing a lot of work. But it was one day job though. It wasn't like they was up in there no one day. And you got some people don't make that in a week. A lot of people don't make that in a week. Yeah. A lot of people don't make it in 2. You know what I mean? Straight up. And she made it in one day. So all you gotta do is just learn how to do it real good and just be real good at it. Just become real good at it. And once you become real good at something, you ain't gotta go look for this. It's gonna look for you. But like I said, I found this lady. It's another lady. She got her a truck, a service truck, and she be out welding too. He said, what? Did you tell him you had already? Yeah, I said, man, I already done started stick welding. I know how to. You know how you come, you getting stuck. The heat ain't high enough. You gotta cut the heat up. Yeah, and then I learned you gotta strike it like a match.
Oh,
like a match. Like that's how you got strike it like a match. Yo. Nah, strike it when you trying to get the arc to go. Strike it like a match. If you strike it like a match, it'll and then you can go ahead and go. I learned that over in that doggone truck, welding in that your mama truck. Yep. Yeah, inside your mama truck. The floor, you remember? Oh, yeah. It had a hole. The seat bracket was missing. I had to weld that seat bracket. I cut it out this other one and put a new one in there. Yeah. Yeah, I learned that fooling around with that. Anytime you bettering yourself, you definitely should be excited. But it's amazing that them kids up there, their high school is coming over there pretty much for free. That's yeah. They could do it. Yeah. Yeah, them kids got the opportunity to learn a skill set that they can use and make money the rest of their life. It used to be like that up in Atlanta. We used to have the cab tech up there.
Yeah. Somebody had filled up some gas inside of a water bottle. And lit it on fire and blew up.
Yeah, finna kill everybody in here. Playing games. Yeah, up there in the Cab County, man, we used to have that store. Yeah. Go over there to the cab tech. Get you a doggone trade. They got rid of it for Georgia Perimeter. Yeah, they turned it into Georgia. They turned it into Georgia Piedmont. It became Georgia Piedmont. Then it became last time I was up there, I think it was Georgia. Is it Perimeter? It's one of them. Georgia State or something. They selling them degrees now. Better go over there and become a dental hygienist or something. Make you some money. It's 22 people. Y'all on just riding with me, man. Shout out where you from. Tell me where you at, man, so I can shout you out right quick. I ain't thinking with nobody still on. No, ma'am. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 6. Where's 5 left after this one in my hand right here. One, 2, that's 2. 4 more.
4 more boxes.
Yup. Matter of fact, not even 4 more, 3 more. Because there's one right here in my hand. Good afternoon, Larry. I'm from Indianapolis, Naptown, Indiana. Want some of that seasoning. I need to order it, but I do not have PayPal. Well, Mr. Lawrence, you can use your card. You don't have to have PayPal. You can use your card if you just want to swipe your card. It's a bunch of different ways. So it's more than just PayPal. What I'm saying. Sometimes when you go to the site, it could be confusing, and you'll think that it's saying you only can use PayPal, but you can use more than PayPal. Yeah. Let me know if it's an issue. I'll help you. I'll walk you through it if whatever you need me to do. Yeah, we in here packing now, guys. If you ordered over the weekend, we're getting them out, okay? Yeah, we in the middle of it. Well, it's 2 o'clock. Dang, my bad. Hold on. This the last one right here. I'm talking about you don't need no more after that, no. Oh, you got some more over there? Oh, for some.
Yeah, these, it's 10 of these.
Oh,
24.
oh, okay.
These are 2 pieces.
Oh, my bad. Oh, okay. And I still got this one right here that need a label on it over here. That's all. But you just got to tape it. One season, one oil, and one black mold. But I just need for you to tape it. I need what kind?
14, 10 my shit.
You got enough to ship now? You're going to need
10 more.
10 more boxes. All right, hold on. All right. All right, guys. So I got to go get. Oh, man. UPS on his way. He on his way. Hey, man. You on your way over here? Okay. All right, I'll pop the gate right now. All right. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah, he on his way right now. He'll take this one right quick.
If you put the peanuts and the season those, I can take those.
Here, just do that. Now, what we'll do is I'm gonna ask him at what time he'll be up at. I asked him what time he gonna be up at Landon. There you go, right now. All right, y'all. We about to I'm about to roll, man. UPS out here. I appreciate y'all watching. Okay, I'm about to roll. I gotta go load up the UPS truck. Your order's on the way. We'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. It's Larry. Peace.